whoa.
There we go. Cool, cool.
No. Cool, wrong. Loud and wrong. How can you so loud? Okay, but like, name me 4 bad stages in Heroes.
Mystic Mansion. I don't like the second Castle level. I don't like the second Bingo Highway, of course. So yeah, there you go.
Did I say 4? I meant
this guy. Okay, there's one facet of the game we've both ignored. If you can wholeheartedly say you like it, we'll put it in B. What do you think about the special stages?
I like it. Wait. Wait, no, but that's
another facet.
Do you like the Sonic 2
okay, at least 7, and there's a lot of bonus
no,
ones.
What? Okay, if that's the case, I don't like Sonic 2 special stages. What are you talking? That doesn't make. What kind of argument is that?
No one here was complaining about Sonic 2. We were all holding hands enjoying Sonic 2 here.
Sonic 2 is literally the half time. The same thing.
Is it not a cool idea? And like how you can like run on the ceiling.
Oh, it's a cool idea. Is this the argument we're making today? Oh, cool ideas. If you talk about cool ideas, Heroes should be an S. B, yeah. Like,
yeah, like
CD has grown on me.
I can't give it an S because Wacky Workbench exists and the bosses are bad, but it plays so differently. It's hard to adjust to, right? The stages are so vertical. So if you're playing it like a normal Sonic game, you're out of the game in 30 minutes and it feels underwhelming. But every time I play it, I always go for the generators and stuff. And I'm gonna
say something bolder, to be honest. I think CD might be better than Sonic 2. It has so much stuff that like when I think of like a Sonic game that helps like define Sonic in my brain, CD is one of those types. There's a reason why so many fan games and fan mods are like so inspired by CD, right? You have to
that fucking spring animation.
Yeah, that's great. Oh, they're always like, why am I just gonna make him go up, right?
And
yeah, the spring animation.
That kind of Toei Sonic as well originated here.
Yeah.
CD is a really
Metal Amy
game
like
for it. Yeah.
I mean, any game with Amy to me is already like an S, already pushing S tier.
We're enjoying ourselves right now.
Very fair. We're having fun. Adventure is an S tier game. Arguably the best 3D Sonic game of all time, to be blunt. Probably the best 3D Sonic game of all time. It's funny how in 1999 they made their best game, and then they said they made a tech demo of the best game, and then they said, yeah, never again. Then we're gonna make S8. Let's get S8.
I don't
People
know if
get
I
mad. People gonna get mad.
Yeah,
man.
thank you.
People gonna get mad, man. I don't care.
I didn't know I don't know how strong you felt about it. I did my Team Dark playthrough. That's the thing. My Hero playthrough was fine. Team Dark is paced so awfully. It's just constant. Next day after treasure hunting after next day. You get like 2 shadow stages that are good and the rest are awful. And then you start to realize even the Sonic stages aren't amazing. And what is there for you to enjoy if even the Sonic stages aren't amazing? Adventure 2 has nothing.
That was genuinely my first Sonic game, so I categorically have nostalgia for it, like categorically, right? And I hadn't played it in years, and I'd still like internalize this idea that the game's good, it's great, it's like it can't be touched, like, right? And then I remember I was with Juan one day, and then he said, I think I suggested let's play SA2, right? And then like he was like, are you sure? Like, yeah. And then we played multiplayer of the game, and I was like, whoa, this is not good.
This guy is exaggerating. As I was playing, he started off very enthusiastic, and then I just remember, like, as we were reaching the end of our session, you were silent.
Yeah, no, I was like, whoa.
Blasting you with Sonic's like power up, and you were just like, okay.
Yeah. No, but it's also like, okay, here's the thing, and some of you might look at that and be like, okay, so you play multiplayer, obviously he's not gonna enjoy it if, you know, he was just kept attacking you. Then I'm like, okay, there's no way this game is bad, right? Like, maybe you guys were just playing the Tau Garden the whole time. Like, okay, I love City Escape, I love Metal Harbor, Green Forest is okay, or White Jungle or whatever. Outside that, what are you guys finding so fantastic about this game? Treasure hunting is boring, like it's not fun. Like I wouldn't like this. I don't even like treasure hunting in SA1. Like, for the record, I think treasure hunting is no, I don't even say boring. It's just uninteresting to me.
So SA2, it does everything in Adventure 1 worse, in my opinion. I like the openness of Adventure 1 speed stages, which is just missing in SA2. The treasure hunting stages, like, are much smaller and focused in SA1, whereas in Adventure 2, you can literally not find an emerald piece because the fucking draw distance is so bad, and they added that really awful radar restriction, and the mech stages.
No, radar
so
restriction or not. Like, I'm sorry, I don't want to interrupt. Radar restriction or not. Like, let's keep it real. What was gonna make like Meteor Herd fun? What was gonna make Aquatic Mine fun?
If there was like an arrow, like
bro,
Crazy Taxi.
Okay, yeah, I don't gonna lie. The multiplayer is good, but like you're playing like a bad game's multiplayer. So really and truly, if you like Sonic Adventure 2, the more power to you. I'm really happy for you.
I'm really happy you have bad takes. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm really. You're talking about bad takes, talking from the glass house. We could get to colors right now if we want to.
No, let's leave that.
Yeah, okay, I don't know. Some of these, I think one of these tabs are telling the truth. Oh man, Free Riders is going in the least. You ruined actually like the best series in the world. And
so
now
you hate it, but you haven't even played it.
I've played it. I actually did.
Oh, you actually have. Oh,
I didn't beat the whole game, but I played it. I was like, this is the worst
thing
thing
is,
in the
do you
world.
not think like for what it was?
No, I think I would have like maybe it is. Maybe for where it is, it's for the limitations that nobody asks for. Okay, it's all right for the limitations that nobody asks for, but as an overall product, it's poor. And what annoys me the most, if I can find these Riders games, man, because I've got a lot to say about.
I think, okay, if I was being perfectly true to myself...
Wait, no. Before he does anything, just know I'm not controlling the mouse. Yes or yeah? Yeah, go.
I'm trying a lot here to be, like, you know, appeal to the people who don't like Shadow. And I don't need to do that.
You don't need to do that.
Shadow.
Just be honest.
I think Shadow is a good game. Story, atrocious. Missions can be better. Some levels are... Well, that's crazy. Missions can be better, but... The gunplay is actually genuinely better than the combat of heroes because you have so many different weapons, each with their pros and cons. Some of them aren't good. You're never going to pick up a melee weapon, but there's always that variety in each level. And even like when you're going for different missions, you're like, okay, that means I get access to these weapons from killing the soldiers instead of killing the Black Arms people. I've literally forgotten their name.
Yeah, they're Black Arms creatures. I'm pretty sure they're called that.
Right, yeah. And I think the missions are genuinely nowhere near as bad as people make them out to be. Like I said, there's a couple of missions, mainly the ones on the Ark, where they're better concepts than they are levels. But like killing all the enemies in the stage isn't actually that bad if you like actually pay attention at all. I think people are just like speeding through stages and then be like, wow, how did I miss 70 soldiers? As if they didn't like completely just miss the point of the mission. Like, it's like CD in that regard. You have to play it differently. If you get used to playing it differently, I think it's an enjoyable game.
Oh, okay. There were a lot of take. That was a roller coaster of agreeing and disagreeing. So, like, I will ask before I give my takes on Shadow, I'll ask one question about the combat, and I want to know your take. Would you say that while Shadow does have good gunplay, as a result of its very strong gunplay, right? Like, and like how it auto aims or what have you, it de-incentivizes you to use any other like means of combat. So like there's no point where you ever need to punch anything.
I think homing attacking is still useful for traversing, like if you
like spin dash for instance, right? Like as in whereas you could argue that in Heroes you could do all
sorry, are you gonna tell me the spin dash is useful in Heroes?
I mean the
Rocket Excel. Do you use that all the time?
The Rocket Excel helps you increase speed, so it gives you like a giant. It's like a mini boost.
Let's say out of 10 attempts, how many times are you gonna get a Rocket Excel?
No, but like it's like a slide. Okay, so say Egg Fleet, the one where you're falling from the air, like and you're running from all the cannon fire, right? I use the Rocket Excel to just make sure I go as even faster. Or say like Seaside Hill, when you go down that hill, I use the Rocket Excel to make sure I just go faster. So for me, it's not even about like getting the characters behind you. It's just so Sonic can do the fast slide kick, so he can get full speed quicker.
My problem with this question you've posed here is that the two moves that I know you're referencing are the spin dash and Shadow's like melee punch thing. Shadow's melee punch is deliberately terrible because homing attacking is basically just like, it's better in every way. The melee punch is just there. if you want to attack but have no weapon.
But
it's like
no,
it's
but
like
then
in the
that's
shooter.
no,
In an actual
that's so
shooter,
dumb though.
not having
Wait,
a gun
what?
is terrible.
No, that's silly though. Because then what's the point in having it? Like, okay.
Oh,
look,
are you
I
asking
can
why
see...
why shooters still have a melee option? Is that your question?
Would you? Well, because Shadow is just the quintessential shooting game.
No,
give it a
it's
break.
just there.
What?
It's just there. Okay.
No,
Are you telling me though
what?
that when Silver in Sonic 06 gets the ability to stomp down and get like pick up enemies around him, that they should just not let you do the pathetic little slap that he has? Are you telling me that pathetic little slap is amazing? Are you telling me all of Shadow's moves in Sonic 06 are extremely useful?
Whoa. First of all, this has nothing to do with 06.
When we're going to 06, I am bringing up this exact point. I'm very excited to get to 06 now. If this is your big argument for why Shadow is worse than Heroes.
You can shoot things really well in Shadow. Congratulations, you hear that all the time. Every review, the gunplay in this game is really great. Okay, great. Fantastic.
Sonic review in this game.
Alright, and you get to use the homing attack when you don't have a gun. You're never punching anything. You're never spin dashing anything.
Why do you want to punch things?
No, why is it an option?
Why are you playing Shadow being like, oh,
no, but then why is Shadow
go up to enemies and punch them? Let me just play Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric, my favorite game. No, but
that's that's my point, right? Like, as in, you have these mechanics that are like super. They don't even do anything, right? Like, okay, or that punch and kick, or like you jump in the air and then you do that little like kick in the air. Like, there's so many moves in the game that are just worthless. And like, I'm not saying that to discredit the gun gameplay. Okay, I'm saying that like there isn't variety, if that makes sense.
The variety comes from the guns. Like,
yeah, okay, there's a type of gun variety.
Assault rifles, the weird sucky up
just a gun.
The Omachow gun. There's loads of different types. And
I agree.
That are memorable.
But it's all just a gun. Whereas like, okay, in Heroes, and I'm not saying this to defend Heroes, but like, say there's a flight enemy, like
you
an
can
enemy.
See how hard I'm face palming right now. But
okay, look, okay, in Heroes, say like you have
this unparalleled variety from Heroes.
No, my God,
40 torches in Mystic Mansion. Look, variety. Go on.
The final level in the neutral pathway just feels like a regular level. A lot of the jungle level with Rouge. The hero pathway of Westopolis, where you have to chase down the black
I love that level.
Space. I love that one too, right? And it's like there's some really cool. Yeah, no, like as in I remember like when I did play Shadow, those were like the levels I would replay. I like the level where you'd collect the rings with Tails.
Tails, yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
right?
I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, that's another fun level, like out of nowhere.
I agree with your point that gun variety would have been better, because I mean, I showed you my take that the new Ratchet game is like a great Sonic game.
Oh, yeah.
And I think having those kind of wacky guns that Ratchet does would have been great if they ever made a sequel to it. Unfortunately, Sonic Team never do make direct sequels.
And when they do, they ruin it.
Such a cool game, like Sonic wielding a sword, that's like some shonen shit and I love it. But
yeah,
gameplay wise, like I gave it a shot like maybe a month ago, and man, it's so stop and start. Like it's
and people be like, use that one, that one dash attack a million times and it becomes good. And it's like, look, bro.
This is like the one time where they should have actually doubled down on the combat and made it like a hack and slash instead of it just being enemies die in one hit. I think it's better than Adventure 2, genuinely.
Whoa, wait, actually, yeah, okay, I'm not that mean. Yeah. If that's the case, SA2 has to
yeah, I think
out.
we've been a bit too harsh on SA2.
Yeah, calm now. SA2 isn't as bad as Free Riders. Yeah, it feels like it was trying to be like a boost adventure game. And
like,
yeah.
Part of me is frustrated thinking how many more longer Sonic stages we could have gotten if they didn't make classic stages and Avatar. I mean, granted, those stages are mostly 2D because it's easier to develop 2D stages, of course. But like, still, those are, I would have, even if it wasn't an equal, like, you remove 50 minutes of gameplay from classic, so you get 50 minutes of gameplay from modern. Even if it's not the same ratio, I would have preferred whatever ratio modern Sonic would have gotten, as opposed to having like, because like the Wisp-on stuff, like those weapons aren't really that fun. The only thing I enjoy is like the actual
drill.
Like, sorry, go on.
I like the drill. That was it. Yeah.
Yeah, the drill is like okay, and I like. The thing is, that's the thing. I was gonna say I like the light dash, but again, it's just it's doing what Colors did, where it took a lot of moves from Sonic and just put them in different things and like context instead. So
in a lot of ways, if Forces is comparable to any boost tile as Colors, and seeing as Colors isn't like the ideal.
Can we talk about Colors? You've been pissing me off for a while now. It's cool. So if you're doing that, because I do think Colors is a more fun video game than Sonic Unleashed is the thing. So let's just cool.
This is actually comical, and I do not believe you actually believe this with your heart. There's no way. There's absolutely no way. This is actually a joke. This is actually this is a joke. You're funny. I know you're lying. I know you're lying. Get rid of this. Get rid of this.
This is the young me. I just finished playing. What was I think? Look, I was young playing some crappy Sonic game on my, I don't know what it was, and I was just like, you know what, I need to grow out of this. I'm gonna stop playing Sonic. And then I remember seeing like an ad for I need to get this up. I don't know why it's in caps. I remember seeing an ad for Sonic Colors, and then I go onto the Wikipedia page and I see where's this one image? There's one image of the game which I need to get up. Okay, this is crucial to my childhood.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. So I see this one fucking image. Here we go. I saw this image as a kid, and I was like, okay, I'm buying a Sonic game again. I'm becoming a Sonic fan again. I can't ditch this. This image changed me, and I loved Colors, and I still do. I think it is a really well-designed game, and in fact, here, so these are my thoughts about Sonic Colors, basically.
Oh my god.
So, Colors has two gameplay styles, right? It has the modded stages, and it has the quote-unquote filler blocky levels. I think the filler blocky levels...
Two gameplay styles? You know what? I'm gonna let you land, bro.
Yeah, okay, the way you talk about it anyway. It's the same style, but like, basically, I think those blocky levels allow... An
evolution of daytime Sonic.
Shut the fuck up. You said, let me learn, and then you do this. I think they're where they get most creative with the Wisp. Like, for example, there's that level in Asteroid Coaster where you take like the yellow spring, which everyone hates, all the way to the right, and then you get to choose whether you're using the cube wisp or the spike wisp to get all the way back. And I think, sure, maybe the game would have been better with longer, more regular acts and just no filler acts. It would have been shorter for sure. But I think...
No, I'm listening. May I land? May I drop the bombshell? Okay.
You didn't even give me a chance, so go ahead, I guess.
Don't worry. This will be brief, I promise. Just give me 10 minutes. As a standalone title, for what it was what Sonic needed. We get it. We understand it. That's great. And if the generations and the Lost Worlds and the Booms and the Forces didn't exist and the Pontacs didn't exist post Colors, I firmly believe that Colors wouldn't have the negative stigma that has recently hit its chest. However, I also believe that Colors got a lot of overrated press on the premise that there were no Sonic friends. On the premise, like, I heard reviews that were like, this is one of the best 3D Sonic games of all time. And I'm like, really? Like, this game?
This is a great plane that you're flying here. But the problem is, remember that when Colors Ultimate reviews did land, they were way more positive than what fans were saying. And there was none of that, oh, Sonic friends are gone, this is great, or whatever. People still like Colors. The Wisps are really fun, and like they flow in a way that they never do in the later games. In Sonic Generations, the two Wisps there,
I'll give you that.
Lost World, they're not that good. They were at their peak in Colors, and I think for what it was, a simple Wii game, I really, really enjoyed it. What's this? Why are you... Don't do this to me, please.
Yeah. This is because I'm not recording my face right now, but this is how I feel right now. Just hear you be like, the Wisps are great.
I shit a lot on Unleashed because I think people hype it up too much. It's like, it's your problem.
Let's get the 4 images.
Reviewing Colors, right?
Wait. Am I the only one that likes Sonic Unleashed?
For the 4x4 image.
No, I know what you're talking about, but this image is also one of the big boys.
Yeah. Like... No, like literally every Sonic fan on Twitter at one point has been like, why does Sonic Oh, here we go.
Yeah, this is one of those. Am I the only one that likes Sonic Unleashed?
Everyone talks about this game having PS5 fucking graphics, but I'm not out here saying Sonic Adventure is an S tier because the graphics are amazing. No, I think Sonic Unleashed has a lot of problems that people need to accept. Colors has also a lot of problems, which I should probably accept as well. But
I can't believe nobody likes Sonic Unleashed like me.
People have moved on from Unleashed. The haters did, because I mean, why would they stick around for a game they hate? But the people who love the game have stuck around. So now the reception has kind of turned around, and all the people talking about Unleashed are the people who like it. So, like, and I fully agree that's the case. Unleashed has, there are like, the Werehog I think could have maybe been a bit better, but like as it stands, it's like not. It's my favorite combat in Sonic, but I don't like a lot of the Werehog's like level design. Like Skyscraper Scamper, for instance, is a fucking nightmare. Like I hate that state.
Wait,
what?
I just would call it Empire Night.
Oh yeah, no. And like that, I'm saying this as someone who grew up with Unleashed as well, by the way, which is not as good at all. When I finally played the Xbox 360, well, PS3 version, I was like, this is so much better. Still not great. I think the boost stages are good. I think they're not as polished as Generations, which is a whole take. Yes, I'm fine with that. I'm not sure what you're doing with colors as the
okay. Here's my whole thing. I feel like I didn't get to say what I really wanted to say about color. I feel like you cut me off before I could really get into the nuts and bolts of how bad.
What are you talking about? I was praising colors, and you were here doing this.
Yeah, no. I was listening. Honestly, you made such a fantastic point about colors.
A tier if it's here.
Bro, Colors is not better than Sonic 2. It's not better than CD. You're a comical joker. Alright, cool. You want to talk about Colors? Cool, let's talk about Colors briefly. You've done it. Congratulations. Like, you've actually done it. Alright, cool. Colors is a 2D block game that they made on a budget with the Hedgehog engine. They watered it down. It's categorically a watered down version of the daytime stages on Unleashed. But that's fine, because they made do with the assets. You want to know why the Wisps exist? The Wisp exists because Sonic's gameplay wouldn't stand on its own because they couldn't design 3D levels. But that's okay. And for what it was, the Wisp were fine. They were good. You know what? And I'm going to say this right now. The Wisp really helped carry Sonic's gameplay in this game. However, these levels, when you're not using the Wisp like that, they are blocks. And it's very...
essay with his mouth.
No. And another big problem with this is Colors... Oh, let me even rephrase this, because I made this point with you before on like a stream or something. Colors isn't a boost game, or at least it shouldn't be considered a boost game.
Oh, here we
I
go.
would even argue. No. I would argue that Forces deserve to be considered a boost game more than Colors. Colors isn't designed like a boost game. Like literally, you don't even get boost from rings. Because they're like, you're not going to be boosting anywhere. You're going to boost, and then you're going to run into a block, and then you're going to have to kick it, and then they're going to tell you to drill, and then they're going to drill down in the ground, because you're not going to be able to do anything with the boost. What? There's literally no point.
You're still going faster. You can hold B to go faster with the drill. Use the laser very quickly. The spike thing can spin that so fast.
Colors. Look, this game is not like...
I feel like there's a flow state in... What are you doing? I feel
it's not better than CD.
I feel like there's a flow state in Colors that you have just completely missed by not playing the game enough. Baby.
No. Okay, I'll say nice things about Colors. Love Asteroid Coaster. Love Sweet Mountain. Love Tropical Resort. Aquarium Park's fun. What's the other one? Planet Wisp I didn't like as much. But like the rest of them, really fun. Those Act ones, something special, honestly, right? Yeah. But then you get to the rest of the level. Sometimes the Act 2s are fun. You know, sometimes they have a little bit of fun challenge. Like I don't even think Colors is bad. Like that's the big thing. But like this idea that like the same way you feel to Unleashed as people viewing it as the savior of the series. Am I the only one who likes Sonic Unleashed? Like, you know the way you feel about that?
Colors,
that's how I feel to everyone.
No,
but that's how they make it out.
Wait,
no. Am I the only one who likes Sonic Unleashed? Okay. Okay.
I just think it's neat, okay? I just think
That's
Colors
nice.
is a neat game. What can I say? When I
Neat
think
is
of
not
the
better than Sonic 2.
ending half of Sonic 2, I feel like I would just rather play Colors. That's why I think it's better than Sonic 2. And then when I think of Wacky Workbench and Sonic CD, I think I would rather play Sonic Colors.
Bro, but like, here's the thing. Colors' highs are not better than these games. Wait, like, you know, like...
No, why are you putting it in B? Okay, I'll put it in A. It's in A. Surely it's in A.
You know what's nuts? I would even be willing to put Unleashed in A if you were to knock that down to B. Because Colors is not like an exceptional title. It's okay. Colors is... Oh, wow. Yo, that's okay.
I'll take it. I don't think Unleashed is an S. Let's shift the argument back a bit. Unleashed Sun and Moon medals. I want to talk about those. Okay, fair enough.
I think we've talked about these games enough, don't you think?
Why are they out here putting Sun medals in a fucking hidden staircase in Acropolis Act 1? You're trying to fucking speed through this. Nah, stop speeding through. Just stop and go down this random staircase here. Oh, look, there's a moon medal. You need 750 of those just to continue to the next level. What is this garbage? And then you have Eggman Land, which, yeah, sure, you can get good of it. You can skip parts. How are you do this on your first playthrough? It's a 50-minute stage on your first playthrough. All those Werehog stages are so goddamn long. And the fucking Wii version of the game, because they only wanted 5-minute levels, there are four Werehog stages in every single level. That's how much Werehog content they had. That is not an equivalent exchange. Unleashed is not A. S even. Go on, here you go. Go on, talk about Unleashed, your favorite thing. Talk about those PS5 graphics and that ambition and that budget.
Am I the only one who likes Sonic only? Personally, I thought we were done talking about these games, but fine, we can talk about this a bit longer.
This guy's be like, oh, I'm the bigger man here. I wanted to be done with this.
But like, hunting for things in Sonic games is not ideal for me. Or at least they have never made it like fun, in my opinion.
I'm not interrupting too bad. I just want to say, I think I'm not interrupting. Exploring would have been best in an adventure style game where those stages are so big. I love exploring in the Sonic stages there just for fun, but yeah, they don't work for boost.
Riddle me this. Werehog is a second part of the game. You can get so many. In fact, all of the levels are designed in such a way where like most of the Sun and Moon medals are like in the Werehog stages. And if you just play those levels and you're gonna be in them for a while anyway. Like, assuming you're not just dashing through, you're gonna be beating up the enemies. You're probably gonna get all those Sun and Moon medals. You might be roadblocked like once, right? But like, just replay the first level, get all of them from there, and you'll be fine.
So there's actually a different.
And then there's the hub levels.
No, there's. We'll talk about the hub levels there, but there's also a different thing that players can do. I just want to be calm as I bring up.
And I have another point to make about Unleashed.
The Act 3s and the Act 4s of Sonic Unleashed. The best stages. What if a player's like, oh, I don't want to replay a stage to find something.
That's optional, bro.
Let me Who told you of a stage?
Who told you to play Act 2
of Acropolis? Maybe this will be fun to maybe grab a few medals.
Oh wait,
it's all rails. Oh wait, it's like 2 FPS.
No.
I'm hearing all this. You're out here complaining about the blocks and colors when the optional acts of Unleashed are actually fucking atrocious, and don't even pretend they're optional because most players will go into them thinking they can grab more medals.
Okay, they could do that, and then they found out they're optional. They are optional. That's a key thing. A criticism you've relayed at Heroes, right, is this idea that you have to do Team Curix. You have to play Team Shadow. You have to play Team Road. You have to beat that game 4 times just to get to the true ending. No, and while I don't agree with that criticism entirely, fine, you can say that. At least no one's holding a gun to your face and saying, look, man, you got
no, it's the combination of those acts, like existence plus the moon medal. You cannot pretend. You cannot even pretend.
Because Colors has Colors be like, I'm gonna have an act where I'm on a spring, a yellow spring.
Let me say this.
I'm sorry.
Colors, you have to do those awful ones. I will agree. They are very short. It's like ripping off a band-aid, and I like the stages for them.
Well, quite a lot of band-aids in that game, huh? A lot of blocks and band-aids.
Shut the fuck up. Unleash the plus the optional acts. Everyone is going to think. Everyone. You've done it. I've done it. All these fucking 4 posters or 4 image posters on Twitter has done it. They have gone into the optional acts looking for medals, and they have hated their lives and never do it. No one says this online.
Yeah, no, it's just, no one says it for good. No one says it for good reason. Because I want to say something nice about colors, but before I do, I'm gonna defend Unleashed one more time. All right.
Yeah,
cool.
sorry, I interrupted your hub world thing as well. So yeah.
I wasn't even gonna talk about the hub worlds. I was gonna make my point about Sonic 2. Sonic Unleashed is like Sonic 2, in my opinion, where it's like the more you play it, the better you get it, and it's like speed is a tool, and if you abuse it, you'll be punished. But the more you learn the levels, the better you get at them, you'll be rewarded for it. And you can, like, I haven't even mastered Sonic Unleashed, right? Like, there's points, you know, at the beginning of Abit, I don't boost because I know I'm gonna die. But if I got really good at the game, I could boost and do that easy peasy, lemon squeezy, right?
I agree. Adabat's the one stage where, not at that point specifically, but there are points where I hold off my boost as well, yeah.
Or like even like when you're on that rail and you have to jump onto that hoop. I think you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I don't boost there,
that I know,
but I know people that do boost there, right? Like I've seen footage of people boosting there, and that's what it means to me. Like to like look at the. I look at the boost as kind of like, okay, you have all the speed in the world. Now get good so you know how to use it, right? And it teases you in a similar way to Sonic 2 at the beginning with Emerald Hill, where it's like, yeah, look how you could be playing this game.
Keep talking, just ignore me, but yeah, go on.
Yeah, look at all the cheap things in your way, right? I was...
No, just keep talking, just keep talking.
Yeah,
talking.
I was, I mean, yeah.
No,
the game is good.
Yeah, keep talking.
Game it.
Oh, this is fucking sorry. Anyway, no. I really want to hear your thoughts about Sonic Unleashed.
No, Sonic...
the PS3 is on the left, 16, 15, 14, by the way. Anyway, keep going.
Yeah, no, see, the funny part is
Boost is a tool that, you know, reflex-oriented gameplay. Anyway, keep going.
Yeah, no, and not all of the games designed like this. You know, shout out to Colors for having consistent frame rate. I mean, Colors isn't necessarily pushing any boundaries now, isn't it? You know,
to be fair, it looked great for the Wii.
Oh,
like,
yeah, no,
I would say it's on par with Nintendo's output on the Wii. It looked really good.
Yeah, it was a really good looking Wii title, but
oh, this frame rate's nice and delicious, yummy. Wow, look at that.
And then, okay, I was gonna say the Colors trailer is very endearing and nice. Not the
no, boy, get out of that.
Like, yeah. While Reaching for the Stars is my favorite track, I get the appeal of Colors. It's very charming, and I wouldn't be offended if I had to play it. But I get bored of Colors after like under an hour, whereas I wouldn't get bored of Unleashed after an hour. Right? There's so much to do. Unleashed is the quintessential Sonic game, you could say, in the sense that like it's maybe. I heard this sentiment brought up before. Maybe it shouldn't be your first Sonic game, but if you want to know if you've played a few and you're like, I want a challenge. I want to know what defined 3D Sonic. Colors is, because I hear this term a lot. Like I hear this said a lot. Like Colors is really consistent, and it is, ish. But like it has consistently like one really strong act one, but then after that you get this like inconsistency, right?
Colors, I can agree. Unleashed has higher highs. There's no debate about that. Whereas Colors, those block levels are consistently mid. Fair enough. Man. So I think
you didn't have to diss all the level.
I just wanted to put Generations at the. We'll talk about that in a bit.
Oh, I forgot about Gens. No.
Yeah, we'll talk about that in a sec. We'll talk about no adjusting it for now. But Unleashed, I think I actually do think I prefer the classic games to Unleashed, is the thing.
Yeah, wait, no, let's talk about Gens. Gens is not better than...
Gens is the best 3D Sonic game, is the thing. Yeah. You want to get your fucking essay up about how Gens didn't understand Boost Sonic and it's like an arcadey thing and that Gens is trying to with platforming. It was more 2D. I don't care. Gens is better.
Clearly we need another tech talk about why Unleashed is the greatest of all time. Sonic Generation... Okay, I'll make this point briefly, even though you parodied it quite rudely, my ass. All right, cool.
I feel like every time I message you, you're just like one message away from being like, the thing about Gens is that it doesn't understand the boost game. I would argue Gens isn't a boost game because it doesn't understand.
No. Okay, Gens is a boost game. Colors isn't a boost game. All right. Gens. Okay, here's my whole thing.
Here's this copy pasta, guys. Get ready.
No. Gens.
Land this point. Go on.
Okay, I'm flying the plane. Let me fly. Okay, Gens. Oh god, you throw me off. All right, cool. My thing with Gens is a fun game, right? A lot of multiple pathways, whatever. However, I firmly believe. Okay, so we have this game. It's probably down there too. Sonic Rush. The boost formula was designed around its speed and reflexes, right? And so like all the mechanics in the boost formula, like the gameplay, right? And this is also why I think Colors fails as a boost title, but it's still a fun 2D title, to be blunt. But like it fails as a boost title as a result of this. The mechanics in the boost are designed around quick reflexes. So that's why you have the drift, that's why you have the stomp, that's why you have the boost. Like all of this stuff, right? Like is designed, yeah, no, all of this stuff is designed around like giving you like a way of, you know, moving around. Let's look, congratulations. Anyway, like all of this stuff is designed around giving you a way to like navigate these surroundings, right? Whereas like it feels like Generations, like it tries to be like a hybrid between a platformer and a boost title, but as a result, I think it loses some of the essence of what the boost formula is about. And that's not a dig on, you know, the boost for like again, like Seaside Hill, you're showing me now, it's got some really good level design, right? But like as a whole, like when it when it tries to appeal to more platformy sensibilities, I feel like that's when the game is at the weakest. I say this all the time, the weakest point of the boost formula is when you have the platform, because to be blunt, the gameplay formula isn't designed around platforming. That's why it's so hard to make like level design around it, because Sonic's control scheme is not designed around platforming or jumping on platforms or slowing down or even being in 2D, right? It's all designed around like quick reflexes, fast movement, what have you, right?
There's something I want to say which is going to be controversial, and I'm going to back it up. I think you can hear me, right?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, okay. I thought you said like hello, so I got confused.
Yeah, no.
I think Gens' modern stages are, apart from Planet Wisp, perfect. I have no issues with Gens' modern stages, and I know what you're saying, right? This platforming, like it's worse than everything else.
You make it sound like I'm like platforming.
Oh, I hate platforming in this 2D platformer called Sonic 2. Oh, I hate it. Anyway, the thing is, every Sonic game is about replaying it to get better. Sure, controls aren't perfect. However, I think they're much more refined than Unleashed, and so make it easier to work with precise platforming. And when you get good at it, the platforming is a non-issue. Just like every other Sonic game, all the issues become non-issues when you get used to it, when you get good at it. That's the point of Sonic. And I think it just works perfectly in Gens. There's so many different routes. The speed is still there and it's still prevalent. I really like the 2D sections. I think this is the most fun 3D Sonic has had with 2D sections. That's kind of a funny thing to say, honestly. But genuinely, I think even the fact that it had this cool like little system where you could buy things that make Sonic go faster, or maybe he has a better stomp or something like that.
Okay, no, I'm gonna hit you with the hot take. The modern Sonic versions of those were dry. The classic Sonic got the better end of the deal on that one. Like, well, I don't know. Outside,
I'll agree with that, because the classic Sonic had like the homing attack, the lightning and fire and bubble shield, elemental.
Like, what
shields,
does Time Break actually do? Well, I don't even know what practical purpose that would serve. Like, even I've played Gens. This is like. Yeah,
there's no speed in this game. Wow, there's no. Look how slow this is.
Whoa!
I hate the platforming sections. Look how fast this is.
Whoa! Okay, look. You're making. Here's the thing. You're making like my Gens is still good. So like it's not, because it's not just about like Gens in some ways betraying what the boost is about. For the record, Gens doesn't betray it like outrightly. At least not as much as like a game like Colors and even Forces, right? Like Gens is still really good with it, and I'd argue that Gens strikes a really nice balance between it, right? And I think that's why it's so successful. That, right? Like there's elements of Gens that I just think are way weaker than Unleashed. I think the soundtrack of Unleashed is better. I think the world building of Unleashed is way better. I think that the stuff you can do in Unleashed, like post game, is better. Like, yeah, okay, you have more quote unquote open level design, and I'll give you that. Like Generations has way more open level design than a game like Unleashed. Like, it's a lot more open, like a lot more extra pathways, even though you end up taking the same pathway anyway most of the time, right? So it ends up becoming just as linear. In fact, I was trying to compliment this game. I'm not so sure.
Hold on. Are you pretending like when you play Sonic 2, it feels linear to you because you take the same pathway? What kind of bullshit argument is
No,
this?
wait, whoa. I didn't say that. Look, I was just making
that is such a bad argument. Oh, you always take one pathway, so it may as well be linear.
No, but I said, like, the point is, it's like you end up taking the same pathway and trying to get there as fast as possible anyway. So it's like,
you know, Unleashed as well.
Like, look, man, enough of this stupid
generation. You're mad because you're seeing this gameplay and starting to doubt your own.
No, what do you mean? This is propaganda. What is this? Let me. What exactly? All I'm seeing is.
Oh, you're gonna get the most dry fucking footage on earth here. Here we go. 11 minutes of non-stop high-octane gameplay. Let's fucking go.
Wait, no.
Oh, look. This is why I play Sonic 4 Combat and
no one is saying that. No one is saying that.
My favorite part is taking photos of everyone.
I am saying that, like, having these elements in the game where things slow down and you get to absorb the world you're dashing through like a maniac, right, is important, and it helps flesh out the worlds, right? You get to talk to the locals, get a sense for the culture, right? There's the guy that there's the bootleg guy with the chow that, like, he's the dealer that sells you things on the cheap. What's it called? There's that character called David from Spagonia where he's trying to get with that girl. There's that father from Empire City who has the kid from Spagonia again, right? There's a lot of good Spagonia ones. There's that rebellious kid from Spagonia. Like, there's a lot of really good Spagonia ones. There's God, there's so many. There's the woman from Missouri that wants to get married to someone from Empire City. Like, there's so many different things in this game, like different stories. Like, you wouldn't be able to say that for a game like Generations. And, like, I've always been of the belief that, like, okay, cool, if someone doesn't want to immerse themselves into the world building of a game, that's fine. That's perfectly fine. You have the choice to do that, and assuming the game doesn't force you to do it, that's great. But, like, for those that want to, right, you get something that's a little bit more than just a game. You get, like, a sense for the world and the culture, and that's cool, right? Okay, I don't like the way this person's presenting the footage because they're just going to doors that you can't open. However,
I should take 4 screenshots of it. Yeah, go on.
Yeah, no, but yeah, that's my point. And also, like, even when you go to the stores, right, you buy different things depending on where you are.
I would argue there's no point to, but go on.
No, but then you can give the food to a chip, or you can raise your stats. Again, there's RPG elements to this game.
Do not. Yeah? Okay, you're harping on heroes. I mean, not heroes. Secret rings. When Sonic Unleashed also has the give.
Oh Sonic, yeah, absolutely. But you get way more, right? Because you don't need to do anything to Sonic to enjoy the levels, right? But, like, if you upgrade the Werehog, you can get a bunch of different moves. Like, and some of the Werehog's best moves are his, like, combat upgrades, right?
What you're saying is not wrong. I think Unleashed undoubtedly is the game where Sonic has had a living, breathing world the most, right? Like, absolutely. It feels like a place. Like, when I was playing Unleashed, which doesn't even have the hub worlds, you just talk to NPCs, you feel nothing, but you feel so much more on the console version, well, you know what I mean, of Unleashed. However, going back to what Sonic is about, replays, right? When I'm replaying, I'm playing the modern stages. That's it, and like these flesh out the gameplay for sure. But I think it just comes down to what our priorities are. You know me, I have always been a gameplay first person in every scenario except for when the game actually prioritizes story, like Metal Gear Solid or Yakuza. Like,
my brain went to Nier Automata.
Yeah, Nier as well. Not even Automata as well. But you know, anyway, like, and that's the thing, right? The Unleashed gameplay is great. For a first attempt, phenomenal even. I really enjoy the stages. However, I think there's a bit of refinement there that's missing that Generations brings to the table. Like the stomp being a bit slow. Some of the stage, like, level design is a bit iffy at points. It's, like, not really bad at any point, I'd say, for Unleashed, except for, like, you know, Eggman Land and Werehog. But I just think Generations modern stages are everything I wanted. I have no issues with those platforming sections at all because, again, when you get good, those platforming sections are over in a second. So,
I think Generations has better control. And you know what? I'll even go as far to say Generations has better, like, gameplay. Like, it's tighter. However, I think Unleashed has like either the same quality in pertaining to the soundtrack, even though personally I'd say it's better, or like it's better at everything else. And that's why the conversation of Generations versus Unleashed is difficult for me, because like, okay, if I'm being honest, sure, I think Generations has easier stages, but like they're more fun to they're really fun to replay. Whereas like
Unleashed my man had the like Freudian slip saying more fun to replay. Go on, go on.
Wait, no, I'm abusing my brain. Right? And Unleashed has harder stages, but they're very rewarding to get good at, right? Especially if you've played like Gens before it and you're looking for a bit of a challenge with the boost formula, right? And that's why I always say like oh no.
Here we go. No, we're talking about every asset of the game.
No, because I was making positive points.
Yeah, here you go. Keep talking about your positives.
No, wait. I forgot what point I was gonna make. And I saw it do the slide. I said, why are you gonna do that?
I know you would probably prefer to replay Unleashed. I would prefer to play Generations. You've put some good points. Generations has flaws in that the hub world is just
what does Generations have? I'm sorry, wait, no. Now I'm
stages? What are you talking about?
No. Generations has a boring story, boring hub world, mid to weak characterization.
This is not an equivalent exchange, because you're not telling me that the character customization or the hub worlds are somehow more important than having better level design.
No, but like, okay, my whole thing is Unleashed's like daytime stages are comparable, at least, to Gens. Gens is better, but it's at least very comparable. It's not like going from colors to like forcing. Nah, that's a bad comparison.
There's something I want to ask, which I know the answer to, I think, but I'm gonna ask anyway. Werehog or Classic Sonic and Gens?
Amy's in this game.
That's crazy. Werehog or Classic Sonic and Gens?
Let me think.
That's not a let me think question. That's an instant answer, which...
It pertains to what?
What would you rather play?
We're talking about
what would you rather have in your game?
Wait, have in my game, like how?
Like,
this is... You gotta get more specific.
Right? Both these games have two different gameplay styles. One has Classic Sonic, one has Werehog. Which do you want?
It pertains
which is the better one?
The better one how? Like, because... Okay, hear me... Because, okay, it's... Oh, that was nice.
The thing is, this guy's really good. I'm actually regretting putting this on, but you actually, I thought you liked the missions of Generations as well. I think the missions are way better than the optional acts in this game, and the hot dog missions. I think the hot dog missions are like really take it or leave it. Honestly, I don't feel anything playing them. But like,
yeah,
I think I was talking about like. I just think Gens is a tighter package. Sure, it doesn't have the hub worlds, it doesn't have Sonic running through realistic locations, but like, as a game, let's say I have a fresh save, right? What am I going to want to replay? Gens any day. It's an easier game to swallow.
Yeah, but like, being an easier game to swallow does not a better game make.
Man, you would...
Look, okay, I'll give you this, right? Because you brought up the mission point, and you're right, I do prefer the missions in Gens. I can understand Gens being higher than Unleashed. It's just... And I feel like this is a big talking point, right? And like, we've been harping on Unleashed for a while. And you've made this point, and it's very true. This idea of ambition equating to like a good game. And it's like, no, right?
Yeah.
And I feel like in some ways, and I'll be honest, I'm kind of doing that with Unleashed. Where I'm like, look at like all this... Look at the scale and big of this, right? But like, even when I consider the missions too, I'm like, I prefer the missions. I prefer the modern Sonic levels, and Classic Sonic isn't like bad in the game. Like, so while Unleashed has better like world building, right? It's a more difficult game to replay. But like, if you have the time for it, Unleashed. But if you don't,
I agree. I really do want to replay Unleashed, and I was going to, but then they announced the 60 FPS patch, and now I want to wait. So Unleashed is not a bad game. I think people gave it way too much flack. I think people are also raising it way too high because it was the last time Sonic went.
I don't like Sonic only.
This is the last time Sonic Team was unafraid to give the game an actual fucking budget. Let me show you 4 images of my essay of why you should. I really want the thumbnail for this video to just be the 4 images Sonic
I will probably make it one of these images.
Make it,
bro. We got so many games.
Let's talk about some games we can bang out. Mania S, please.
Mania. I was actually about to.
For what it's worth, I think it's like the most polished classic Sonic has ever been. Like, I find it so hard to fault it. So
yeah, no, it's I cannot rag on it. High
B for Rush.
What?
Unleashed has higher heights for sure. Rush is consistently like if Colors is consistently mid with the block levels, because I think Rush is consistently good or great like that, and like I think it's the first time where they require you to do like a trick upwards, and I was stuck on that level for so long because I didn't know you could do that. Yeah, I was
too. All right, that.
I personally would put it right. Oh, but Unleashed is great though. What is?
No, I'm gonna be. I'm the Unleashed lover.
Yeah, what are you doing here?
I would play Sonic Rush over Sonic Unleashed.
Do you think it's better than Unleashed though? Not what would you rather play? What is better?
Sonic Rush is tighter.
Yeah, it is. My arguments are coming against me.
Yeah, no, essentially, like when you worded it as like Sonic Gens is tight, like
Rush is a and I agree, Rush is tighter. So I'm not a fan of Colors DS. I'm not gonna lie, I don't like the level design. Genuinely.
Is it? I heard it was alright.
That's the thing. I think I'm the only person on Earth who loves Rush Adventure and doesn't like Colors.
What?
You're gonna do okay. Wait, do Sonic 1 first. I want to see Sonic 1, and then I want to turn around when you rank Advanced 1, 2, and 3.
Okay, where would I put Sonic 1? Okay, I'm done.
Okay, all right. Where have you put these games? Advanced.
What do you mean? This is right.
Battle. Okay, that's fair. Advanced.
Yeah.
Ha?
What do you mean, ha? Advanced 3 is still
Advanced
fun.
3 so early on.
Okay, that's a personal decision.
It's worse than 1. It's worse than 1.
I can't hear you over not beating Advanced 3. Like,
I haven't beaten Rush or Rush Adventure, you know?
You didn't beat... What are you even talking about these games, man?
No, Rush, I got...
Here's my whole thing, right? Like, I'm looking at the competition. Shadow is like a very decent, mediocre, decent, like, adventure game, right? With really low lows, but like, the highs are just okay, right? Sonic 1, okay. Heroes, okay. Some messy, but okay. Black Knight, some interesting ideas, but just okay, right? Battle, interesting ideas, but okay. This general C tier is giving me just like interesting, okay, but a bit messy. That's also how I feel.
I'm actually really surprised Battle is not in D tier. I haven't played it, but
Battle has
the way you
described
it. It's like it looks so unbelievably grindy, and Sonic,
pure combat in Sonic Battle is fine. Okay. Like it's fun, it's fine. It has some exploits, but it's fun and fine.
Yeah, I'm not.
The main story is the grind. Yeah, I know. But then, like when you do actual battles, like say you do versus mode, it's perfectly fine. So it's like. It's a weird situation where it's like if you just play the game, like also there's a bunch of like extra mini games, like you can race with Sonic and Shadow in Radical Highway, like there's a bunch of fun stuff in that game. Like I think it deserved to be in C tier. I might even put it above.
No. Come on. Let's not get crazy here. Advanced 1.
Advanced 2 is okay. No. Okay, Advanced 2 1 is better than
Advanced 2 has a better moveset. Yeah. I prefer Advanced 1's levels design.
Advanced 2 get good.
That's crazy.
Hybrid between Boost and like classic Sonic, right? You have all these fun new playable characters. You made Amy like actually playable and interesting for once. You have Sonic, obviously he's fun. You have memorize
the instant death bosses, which are extremely well telegraphed and great. You have
okay,
the
very fair instant
like that.
death
like
bosses.
Just the second half of the game is just like Metropolis Zone, except it's like the entire half of the game.
Get good. Look, when you memorize the level design, it's not that bad. You can get good at
Metropolis Zone and still hate it.
Yeah, no, but see, that's my whole sentiment, right? Because like you have the Unleashed has this problem, Sonic 2 has this problem.
Yes, at the end, Advanced 2, it's half the game. I think B. I think end of B is probably good.
Yeah, no. Do you think I should just call this mid?
Yeah, I think mid is pretty good. I would call Sonic 1 mid. I'd call Sonic Colors DS mid, Shadow mid.
Low
Yeah.
mid.
And then Elise, yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, Elise.
When you're telling me about this fucking generations argument, I'm just sitting here like this. I was just like, here he goes again. Let him ramble. Yeah, sure. That YouTube.
Go for it. Yeah.
We played
that for the first
one
time,
game,
yeah.
and it was the most miserable session of our lives.
It was, and I really wanted to enjoy it. That's the crazy part. I was like, this is part of the adventure era. Ooh, like, and it's just
the most fun I had was laughing at like Sonic inside his empty house.
Yeah, just game. Like that. Like, it's even confusing. Maybe it had translation issues. Like, as in,
oh yeah, the weird story segments, like
the event sections. I don't know. It's a very weird game.
Disaster. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty better than Blast, but.
That's really I would actually rather play Blast.
Wow.
I wanted to like. You ever want to like a game? Like, I wanted to like Sonic Shuffle, and I didn't. Like, cause you see all the reviews, and people are like, yeah, man, the game's really bad. Like, yeah, right. Like, and then you play it, and you're like, this is awful. That's the vibe. There's no good 3DS games. Let's talk about Fire and Ice.
Okay. I haven't played Fire and Ice. I wanted to give it a shot at some point. I do own it.
I played it. There was a point where like cause my friend would, basically I have a friend, and they have a little brother with a 3DS, and they're always like, check out. They told me to check out like Sonic Lost World on the 3DS. And like Fire and Ice, and he told me it's not that bad, you know. And I'd play it, and I'd be like, wait, is it that bad? I heard the intro. Okay, because here's the thing. I played those intro levels, and I was still like,
if there was a Sonic Lost World demo on here, that would be A or S. Because I really enjoyed the demo. I really enjoyed it. And then I got
did the demo just like? Is it just the demo? Is the first level?
The demo is just Windy Hill, which are the only good stages in the game.
Is that Gyro?
Look at this camera, by the way.
Yeah, no, that's
how
nasty.
are you meant to judge anything? And the special stages
there's no shadow. Where's the shadow?
There's that tiny dot. Do you not see it there?
Oh yeah, my bad.
Yeah, you can change the camera like that. Isn't that great? This is awful.
This is
absolutely
awful.
Miserable.
Yeah, look at the way contorts. Wait, you're actually supposed to go?
Yeah, this is motion controls.
The bomb. Oh, I heard.
You have no joystick control here. It's so bad. This game is so atrocious. Like, look at you gave Sonic parkour, and this is what he's doing in this game.
Remember when Dips were the goats?
While you're doing that.
Hell anyway, no! I'm not gonna lie.
Keep surveying these. Keep surveying these.
No, because I'm surveying them. Because I'm like, okay, hear me out, right? First of all, I'll put that back down there so I can really. Oh, that's not that bad. But like, hear me out, right? I think I would rather. Why the hell is Sonic 4 Episode 2? Wait, you talk while I observe this.
Lost World is a game with missed potential, and it's a game that has missed potential while also doing basically everything it wanted to do, because it has so much different shit. Like, even in Frozen Factory,
this level began, and I was like, this is so stupid. Lost World really have you riding giant dildos and be like, yeah, man, this is level design. Get out of here. Like, what? But not everything it does is like offensive. I don't think this is offensive, but this gives me Mario vibes. And Sonic trying to be Mario isn't offensive to me, even though like I would prefer if he didn't. Like, if it's good, right?
Yeah.
But I'm also here like, I don't know. This it's not interesting to me. Like, as in like, this is mid to me. Like, I look at this and I go mid. Like, as in, what is?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, this doesn't inspire passion.
If I'm being perfectly true to myself, when they revealed the gameplay for this game, there was one thought in my mind, because bearing in mind
I said I'm not buying
Gems or Unleashed until after Lost World, because I was
13 and I said I'm not buying this. Like,
yeah, no, that wasn't my fault. My fault was I'm buying this. I wish it was a boost game. That was genuinely my fault.
They don't. My problem with hardcore is that they never do anything interesting with it, right?
Okay, there's
like,
some fun things with it
in
what's the stage? Lava Road? Mountain.
Lava
Mountain Act 3. I actually
don't remember
really
the
like
stage names. Bro, 2D. This 2D is so.
There's like two 2D sections in the game.
Oh wait, this section is fun.
No, genuinely. And you can take that's the thing. They use the wisps in this game as basically an easy mode.
Yeah,
which
they're
is
very
a really
optional.
Fascinating way to handle the wisps. So
no, I'm not gonna sit here and deny that there's not good ideas in Unlost World. Like I said, I think in terms of like the mechanics, not the execution, but the mechanics that they gave Sonic to flesh out his repertoire, I think those like hold up. When I hear about not Unleashed, sorry, Frontiers leaks got me down. What's it called? When I hear about like Frontiers and how it's gonna have Sonic like punching and kicking, and it's gonna give him more combat. First thing I think of is this game and how it had the right idea, some really cool ideas, and how to flesh out Sonic's like you know, repertoire in terms of combat, right? I feel like I don't know, this game, yeah, even has the super peel out. Like I just,
yeah.
This game doesn't excite me at all. Like maybe that's another big thing, right? Like there's no single moment in this game I'm like,
I'll agree with that. This is the least hype.
Lost World. Wait, who's gonna done it, lads? No one's saying that about Lost World. Lost World is boring. I would put it in mid. I think I'd put it in mid, man. Like it doesn't inspire any reaction.
I think if it's in mid, it's at least at the top, though. I would prefer it to all of these games. Like playing.
Look, I know you hate Heroes.
I like Black Knight's Soul, and I like Shadow's Guns, but I would prefer to
I know you hate Heroes, so I'll give you this. I think Shadow is better than Lost World. I would, if someone said play Lost World or play Shadow, I would play Shadow.
That's like, a take. No, I prefer Lost World to it. But like, that's the thing, they're both in the same tier, so it's not like I'm coming at your throat here because you prefer
Lost World?
Lost World's fine!
Like, what does I actually, you know what's mad? Like, I'm actually trying to save time and not argue about petty stuff, but like Lost World doesn't do any. Oh, man.
Yo, isn't this fucking rail level fun though? Like the rail sections that they stuff. This is the most creative they've been with rails in a Sonic game.
Oh yeah, you showed me, bro. Jumping over minecarts. Wow, right? For a game that's so experimental, how are you so boring? You're like, you know what I mean? Like, that's another thing with this title, right?
That's what's really angering me. I can't even get back at you.
Yeah, no. Like,
boring.
It's so boring.
It's not boring, but like,
no, it's
so
boring.
Unexciting. No.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, I don't think it's a bad title. It just exists. And that's why I think it's such a mid title. But it can't be at the head of mid because, in my opinion, like, it's very experimental, but there's not like an interesting like.
No, wow, I think okay, it's uninteresting, but I think that like perfectly sums up mid, right? Like, I think it's
I don't think Shadow's uninteresting. I don't think
Advance
is uninteresting.
Like,
I don't think Heroes is uninteresting. Like, I think a lot of those titles have interesting
that's a good point.
And whereas like Lost World,
okay, fine. To the whole, is a game being more interesting better? Like, it's genuinely.
I prefer the level design of Shadow. Like, as in, I honestly prefer the level design of Shadow. Like, I think
that's the thing, because those are both games that I'm like ambivalent / okay with. So it's just I find
Lost
the
World is
parkour
polished.
like that is really fun compared to like most of the missions, I guess, in Shadow. Like, I don't know, the parkour really carries this game for me. I really found it fun to mark game, if you know what I mean, because it's, like I said, it's uninteresting, which is like pretty bad for a Sonic game, right? Sonic is inherently meant to be way more interesting than Mario, but yeah, I don't know.
Shadow's a bad Sonic game. Like, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, that's a good.
Like, so that's like.
Man, let me put this at the top of mid, please.
No, that's my big thing, right? And I'm really not trying to hop on this that much, but it's like, Lost World really doesn't do anything.
Okay. I think
like,
the reason
and all the levels.
No.
I've just remembered something. All these levels play out the same way for the most part, right? It's either you're on the giant circular dildo thing, or like you're like a snowball, or like, you know, you're doing some random gimmick of the week.
Planetoids.
Yeah, no, but like you're not doing anything in this game. No, like actually. Like, I think Shadow has way more interesting level design. Way more interesting combat.
Can we knock colors down a peg and bring Lost World with it?
They can both go below Shadow. I'm in a very argumentative mood. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, here we go. It's time.
06 is like
that's
not bad.
Not the worst place you could have put it, to be honest. That's
I was not gonna put it in A or S.
Thank you, but
yeah.
Oh man. Oh.
Sonic stages are good.
Oh.
Everything else, fine. Go ahead. 1/3 of the game is good.
I think it's with Heroes. What? I think I hate the games equally, Heroes and 06. See, I don't even like these Elise levels because I feel like I like Sonic to be like this shonen, like he's not doing any princess related stuff. That's Mario. He's like, you know,
whoa,
I'm too cool for this. And then nah,
look at
he's
this
like,
bloody hypocrite. Look at this ugly hypocrite.
This man,
I'm no. I'm not about to. Am I hearing what I think I'm hearing? Am I hearing what I think I'm hearing? Sonic can't be holding princesses. It's too Mario-like. I'm sorry. Lost World would like to have a word. Excuse me. Joke. What?
That's crazy.
What? Okay. No. I was gonna let you land, and then you made that horrible point. After doing all those dances for Lost World.
Anyway.
No. So I don't like 06 Sonic isn't that cool.
Sonic 06 in isolation. What does this have to do with Lost World?
Because the arguments you're making about this game, like I'm just like, okay, but this guy was making all these.
That's okay. Land your point then about why it's better than everything in mid tier.
Okay, first of all, let me look at mid tier. All right, cool.
That's the thing. That's not really saying much, to be honest. Mid tier really is pretty mid.
I'm not gonna even argue about Sonic 1. If someone's mad about that, I don't care. Sonic Battle, easy. Sonic and the Black Knight, easy. Tennis, easy. Sonic 4, easy. What's it called? Sonic Heroes, okay, understandable. Sonic, okay, I guess I should just start by, instead of making comparisons to make it
talk about why you like 06.
Talk about the game. Love is a strong word. I don't love 06. I think, and it's not just because, oh, ambition mean good. I love ambition. Me and my ambition are best friends. No. It's like, okay, Sonic 06, look, bro, I need to, let me look at these. Let me look at these.
Wait, I just want to type in one thing and then you can continue.
Sonic's levels in Sonic 06 are fun. And like, if you're a fan of the original Sonic Adventure, right? Now, am I saying those levels are like on the quality of the original adventure? No, I'm not arguing that. However, if you are a fan of the adventure titles, I think there's something for you in those levels. Wave Ocean, very simple level, but has some nice open multiple pathways. You can take the spinny loop thing on the pole to get to the higher pathway. You can go low, fight the enemies. There's a rail to the right. There's a lot of different ways to explore the level. Then you go to like the seaside and you can take the lower pathway to get like the one-ups and the rings, or you can stay on the higher pathway. You can do all the wall jumps and stay on the rail and then take the jump off and then get the light speed dash, or you can go the long way, right? No. You can make all these points you want, but like ultimately, there's so many different things you could do in that level. Dusty Desert, very similar situation. There's a bunch of open pathways you could just take. Look, man, you can make all the points you want.
Flame Core's like your favorite stage. Go on. Just play in the background while you're talking.
Yeah. You can play it all you want. Let it play in the background while I look at all these mid games.
Okay, that's fine. We're not comparing right now. You're just talking about why you like it, and Flame Core is like one of your favorites. So let's just keep looking at. Oh, look at that. He's oh, that's strange that he's killing enemies in this game. Oh, that's strange. You know how like combat.
Lovely. Oh, you know what's nuts? I can defend Flame Core too, but I'm going through all the Sonic levels, so you can get like a firm sense of how I feel to all of them. Dusty Desert, nice open pathways. Bunch of different places you can go. There till this day, I've still discovered there's a bunch of different ways to play that game. You can sometimes just jump off the castles or the dusty places and just find like ring boxes that you can ricochet off to get to different pathways. There are so many, and even that section where you're running on the wall, there's so many different places you can go. That section where you open up and then like you have to stand on the platforms, so many different places you can go. White Acropolis, okay, fair. Don't enjoy that level that much. Personally, I think that's one of the weaker levels in the game. Right after that, Crisis City, strong level, right? Not my favorite, but really strong level. I can understand why it's the representative of Sonic 06. Really strong opening act, really strong second act, third act, just back-to-back bangers, right? The only problem with the game, load times, right? But the actual level design, not bad.
Did you say only problem with the game?
Only problem with the level is the load times and the Mark Speed section. Mark Speed section, there's too much out of your control. Outside that, banger, right? Flame Core.
An elephant in the room that I feel like we're not addressing here. 06 is fucking broken.
All right, and look, we even have Flame Core footage right in front of us, right? I love this level.
Home attack.
I'll say this right now. If you don't have if you don't have the bounce bracelet, this level, or the light speed dash, this level isn't that fun, right? If you do, this level's really fun. There's a bunch of different ways you can go. Even this person's using the gems. I'm not that like proficient in it, right? But like, yeah, there's a bunch of different ways you can go. This part, okay, can be finicky if you don't get the top part.
There's like 700 doors in this level. Homing attack.
Homing attack. And then you can go to the higher pathway, or you can go to the bottom pathway.
No.
Look, okay, I'm not here to argue that the combat in Sonic 06 is exceptional. I don't think the combat is good. I don't think the combat in this game is great, right? But the point I'm trying to make is, like, the level design and the rewards you reap from going to the higher and lower pathways are cool, right? You're rewarded for exploring the level design and taking a less than conventional pathway. Tropical jungle. At the very beginning of that level, you can jump off and go to a completely different pathway with Elise, right? So many. There's that section where it opens up and then you can run on the water and you can go to like 5 different places at once. 06.
This is a great let's play you're giving me here, but
because I have to paint the picture.
Let me just paint a scenario here.
Radical Train is great.
You're in tropical jungle. You're running
and
along
Kingdom Valley is
having the time of your life. Suddenly,
time.
glitch, fall through the level and die. That can just happen at any point in 06.
Where do you fall through the level and die?
I mean, okay, when you're running along that weird tube thing, every time there's a tube, you'll just have a 50-50 chance of fucking falling off. There's one in Dusty Desert, I think, as well, which is awful. I hate that. It's just such a...
You mean in Shadow section?
Are you? Yeah, I don't think Sonic goes indoors.
Here's the thing. I was talking about Sonic.
Oh my God. So, okay, already 2/3 of the game are bad, and in fact, even the Sonic stages, they're glitchy. You can't just pretend there are no glitches at all. Have you? When you played this game, did you not encounter a single glitch?
I have not said that there are no glitches in this game.
And those.
But a glitch does not a bad game. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, right? But Sonic Adventure is one of the best is arguably the best 3D Sonic game of all time. And to argue that game doesn't have glitches is also a big fat lie. So if we're going to discredit,
this is the difference.
If we're going to discredit, we can't discredit 06 because it has glitches.
No.
When Adventure has glitches.
In Adventure, I feel like
it's different because I like it.
At any point, I am confident in my moveset. In 06, I'm not confident because
you wanted to look up Game Grumps, right? Let's see that section where they fall through the whole thing. Like, I'm not even saying but that's not like my justification. I'm saying that like glitches to me don't break games. There are glitches in a bunch of games, right? Like, but that won't stop me from enjoying it, right? My perspective.
It is not in the same tier as Advanced 2. Can you?
It's at the bottom. It's at the bottom.
You said, it's cool. No, it's not in this tier.
Even if it's not in this tier, it's at the top of mid. Here's my perspective. It has to be at the top of mid.
You've kind of masked the fact that this is B. You would give this game a solid B. Second from the best.
Okay, fine. You know what? Fine. But this is my actual perspective. If it's not B, it's at the top of mid. Because 06 Sonic sections destroy anything these games can do at their best.
I disagree with Lost World.
Lost World, listen, Lost World was already debatable. Lost World needs to stick its behind. Lost World needs to stick its behind Shadow because Lost World is doing nothing significant. Lost World does nothing good.
I couldn't disagree
Lost World doesn't
more.
do anything good.
I'm so surprised that Lost World is really bringing this out in us.
Lost World is okay at everything.
Lost World is better than every game here in this tier.
Lost World is okay
I can say that
or
with
bad.
my chest puffed out. Lost World is better than these. 06, yeah, it's way more Sonic, quote unquote, than Lost World ever is. Lost World feels like Mario way more often. I just think the level design is way better than 06.
That's an interesting sentiment. You're gonna have to justify it a little bit better before
the combat in, like I said, it's the most harmless combat has ever been because there's barely any of it.
But then, alright, this is another thing, right? You and harmless, right? Colors is harmless.
Okay,
but Lost World is harmless. Forces is harmless.
Speed sections
You're talking about all this. I'm seeing a lot of harm reduction and not a lot of this is good and this is bad.
Do you think the mark speed sections in Sonic 06 are good? Or do you think they're harmless?
I think they're alright.
Is that good or harmless?
I'm not going to use the word good,
Kingdom
but I'm not
Valley.
going to. I'm not going to use the word good, but I'm not going to use the word harmless. I'm going to say they're exciting. They're exhilarating.
Say they're bad. Go on, say they're
They're
bad.
not bad. I don't think they're bad. I actually
When
don't think
you
they're
jump, you can't turn. Who thought that
sorry.
would be a good idea?
bad. When you get good at it, it's actually really good.
Oh my god. No, this is why I'm going. It's going back to what I said earlier, right? You can get good at 06 controls and they will never feel great. Okay, let's just. Okay. Knee-jerk reaction. Go
Knee-jerk
through these
reaction.
and say good or bad. End of the
Okay.
world, ignore.
Good, good, bad, good, 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 bad. So literally, I only dislike 2 stages. And if we want to include End of the World, then yeah, we include that. Everything else is good. Like, that is how firmly I am in this. Like, no, Kingdom Valley is...
Can we just look at some sort? Okay, your favorite
No!
stage, Sonic 06 Kingdom Valley. I just
Incredible. Arguably one of the best Sonic stages of all time. I'm sorry. Are you crazy?
Look how
is
slowly
arguably
these are dash pads. In Unleash, these would be sending you at the speed of light, and then here he's like mildly
okay.
to the
This
next
is a
one.
good
Oh
level.
look, he stopped right before that next step.
Okay, cool.
homing
Destroy
attacks,
the enemies.
okay, more of
Boom.
them, I
Look at
love
this.
this.
This incredible level gimmick.
Oh,
Riding
you're
on the
gonna-
wind.
Okay, so you're gonna,
And there's
are you
upper
gonna
pathway.
start defending the grinding on. Look at this. You're mashing B and then more homing attacks. These
You could
grinding
just ignore
rails.
them.
If you take away the fact that they're wind, it's like oh, it's just another. The grinding rails. Can we agree in this game are bad? They are not good.
Right.
Jumping between
You-
rails is not a fun
Can we
experience.
talk about
at
wait?
all.
Can we talk about Lost World again and how you are defending? Oh, this is one of the best grinding sections of all time. Just
Yeah,
because you're
because
jumping
there's actual
over enemies.
depth to there. The problem with switching rails.
I don't think.
in
I'm not
Sonic
saying
06
this. I don't think this grinding is great. I think grinding was best in SA2, but like,
Yeah,
this
I
isn't
agree.
like. I'm not like offended by this.
But no, Lost World does some interesting things. You have the faster and the slower rails, and the jumping actually feels good between different rails. That's why it's not automated
This is
anymore.
this is actually.
It's like
great.
here,
I'm
it just
sorry.
doesn't feel like it's automated because they didn't have time to program
This is
it.
there's literally nothing wrong with this. Like what is actually wrong with what we're seeing right now? Like what's wrong with this? I'm curious. Look, upper pathway.
Okay, let me show you what's
No,
wrong. with
no,
this.
no. You're gonna try find silver. We're waiting to see what's wrong.
No, we're talking about the whole game as a whole. I want
Yeah.
to see how long the silver section is. Did I blow
It's
out
not
of
long.
proportion? Yes or no?
It's absolutely
Let's
not
skip
long. Yes, you are. You've already skipped it, in fact.
Wait, what? Where is it?
Yeah, it's there.
Oh. Okay, let's talk about this.
It's like
Let's
a
talk-
minute long.
Oh my god, it's like 2.5 minutes. That's crazy.
It's like a minute.
It's like
long.
a whole quarter of this
Let-
stage.
no, let-
That's
let's-
crazy.
let's know. No, okay, no.
Right. Here, no,
No,
give me the
here.
defense. Give me the defense.
What, of silver or just
Yes.
this section?
Okay,
This
so the
section
thing,
is so
let's talk about
inoffensive.
Lost World again. Let's talk about Lost World, right?
This section
Has
is
a
so
lot-
inoffensive.
has a-
No. Why do we have to talk about Lost World now?
you
This section
always
is
bring
so
up Lost World,
inoffensive.
so let me just bring it
No,
back
no.
up one more time, right? So it has
Yeah,
a lot
let's
of
do it.
variety, right? I wouldn't
Yeah.
say that 2/3 of the game are not just Sonic, though, right? Like 2/3 of the game. No, sorry, I've said that the wrong way around. 2/3 of the game are not the bad variety. I'd say it was the 1/3 that's the bad variety. The other 2/3 are just Sonic. Here, the 2/3 are the bad gameplay, and here's your bad gameplay. Please justify this to be.
This isn't bad. That's my defense.
Like Silver.
No. Look, okay. First of all, I'm not defending silver. I'm saying this specific section with silver is literally not offensive. Literally, it takes like 2 seconds. Like, this is not a long section. Remember, it started at like 1 minute 31, right? Yo. You were showing me footage. You were literally just showing me footage of Lost World. And I was just like, wow. I was like, this is okay, but it is so boring. Nothing about this engages me in any
I just
capacity.
think I find
Does that
the
mean it's
parkour
bad?
and the level design ideas of Lost World way more entertaining than homing attacking 700 times in 06.
But then we have to ask this, right? What's so intricate about Sonic Lost World's control? You spin dash, okay.
There's
You
the
do a kick
parkour, There's the
sometimes.
run button, there's the bounce, there's a lot of different moves.
Holding a run button does not equate to like what? Sonic's base speed should just be the run button.
Oh, here we
for one.
go.
That's
It's
an-
every
so that's an
Nintendo
arbitrary-
reviewer in
No,
2014.
but it's true. When are you not holding the run button outside maybe a 2D section every now and again? You're always holding the run button. So there's that.
Okay,
right?
but like, there's no intricacy to 06.
And also, like, Lost. Oh, I'm sorry that 06 isn't like Lost World, where like it makes his homing attack automated, and so it targets most people at once. Like that doesn't make a lot of sense to me.
The problem is you're not doing the homing attacking in Lost World for most of the game. You are for 06.
But then this is like an interesting question. What makes do you think the homing attack is just not fun in terms of adventure gameplay?
I think the problem with the homing attack is it's become a tool for traversal when all it is just tapping A over and over. I don't like the idea that it's basically just there for you to have a little chain, basically. Like, that's all. The Sonic 4 Episode 1 was notorious for that, right? Just homing attack a bubble after bubble after bubble. It was too much.
This is actually an interesting sentiment, because I'm actually curious what you think of this. When is this not like a thing in the adventure games? And when I say adventure games, I refer to like SA1 to 06.
I would argue there's barely any homing attacking in Adventure 1. In 2, there's like some, but it's not excessive. Right? Adventure 06
Adventure 1 has
more,
a few sections. Adventure 1 has a few sections like that. SA2 has a few sections like that.
But 06, it's like in every level.
But that's okay, and this is like an interesting like point, right? One, because like they have a smaller quota to reach, because like SA2 is like the Sonic sections are smaller. SA1, it can bank on the momentum a little bit more, but it's like it's more, this gets into the
This is a really interesting point you're bringing up, but there's a word there that I want to circle back on: momentum. How are you going to tell me about momentum in 06?
No, there is no momentum in 06. I'll own that with my chest, hand in the air. But like, okay, now we're in this weird situation where it's like, okay, but then what makes Sonic engaging to you from a gameplay standpoint?
The problem isn't the lack of momentum. I just think it just controls really badly because there's no momentum. Like, at least with Lost World, sure, the parkour doesn't have any, but when you do a spin dash jump, you are carrying momentum from that jump. You can cancel it.
No. But my whole thing is like, the skill set that you're given in Sonic 06 is pretty much the exact same skill set you have in Sonic Adventure 1. The only difference is Sonic Adventure 1 has momentum, and that's it.
But you can't spin dash jump in 06, which... that sounds like a small thing, but I actually loved spin dash jumping in Adventure.
No, I agree. However, I would argue that 06 is designed around not like having a bunch of momentum.
That's a great point. However, that doesn't mean the design is fun. I don't find the levels in 06 that fun, to be blunt. And like, the problem isn't just the homing attack chains, it's the fact that there are so many enemies that you have to kill, and the most efficient way to kill is homing attack then bounce bracelet every single time. Okay, I will
Lost
leave
World
it
is mid.
here
It just
on
doesn't
the
do
premise
anything.
that you've given me concessions for heroes and stuff, but in my heart, 06 is nowhere near as good as Lost World.
In my heart, Lost World should be below Shadow.
No. Actually, in my fucking heart, Black Knight is more fun than 06.
Okay. Anyway, what's the next one in the list?
Okay. Yeah. Good. And now here we go. Bad.
No.
Like one act.
No.
This is one act. Bad. I mean, it's a cool gimmick, but I don't like it that much.
This is a long game with like a lot of.
Yeah, that's.
You know.
Yeah, I actually genuinely think I prefer.
Yeah, it's B.
Yeah, I think that's actually fine.
I think
genuinely.
at the top of B, like as in that was literally what my instinct said. My instinct said that it can be a high B, but like Sonic 3 and Knuckles is really.
You know, I'm still trying to work through this, but literally when I said 3 and Knuckles, I literally said S, but in my mind I want it to be in B. It's like I'm trying to. This is the one game where I'm still trying to get to grips with the fact that I just don't like it as much as everyone else.
Yeah, no, it's like, and you know, like for some people watching who've been like infected with the Sonic 3 and Knuckles propaganda, and like, look, it has Sonic, Supersonic, and Hypersonic, and Super Tails, and it's so long, and it's lock-on technology. Yeah, that's great and fantastic, right? But like, so many of those levels are just not that fun.
Yeah.
Right? Like I think we talked about this before, but Sonic 3 is like a better experience than Sonic and Knuckles. And when you combine both of those, yeah, you get 2 super forms and I'm happy for you or whatever, right? But what you also end up getting is like this game that has like some really fun levels and some like really not fun levels. Like again,
that's the
let's
thing.
go back to this
really
list. Sandopolis isn't fun. Lava Reef isn't fun. What's it called? Carnival Night isn't fun. Marble Garden isn't fun. One act. Like, as in, I don't even like Flying Battery like that.
I don't either.
So you have the first level of what's it called? Yeah, you have the first level of Sonic and Knuckles, and then
Sonic and Knuckles is straight up bad.
Yeah, no, like call a spade, right? You got the first level of Sonic and Knuckles. I said Sucker Knuckles. Like, what's it called? First level of Sonic and Knuckles.
I genuinely like
Angel
less than
Island.
half of the game.
Yeah, Angel Island, Hydrocity, Ice Cap, Launch Base. You got 5, and this is a 15. This is like a 14 level game, right? And only like 5 of them, and even then, like some of those levels are only like one act.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This is my hot take. Those are the people that say Sonic 3 and Knuckles is really great. Haven't played Sonic 3 and Knuckles.
This is one. No. This. Well, for a time, I loved this fucking game. Like, I haven't played Riders enough to be able to tell whether I prefer it to Riders or anything like that, but A or S for this, because I really like this game. It's very solid. Every single lap in every stage is different. All the forms are fun. The items are creative. The cast
it's also got
great.
Sega love, I think, is important.
Yeah, I think this is a genuinely fantastic racing game.
I really enjoyed it, and it's just like, it's a lesser version of this.
Yeah. So maybe like B. Yeah. I'd say behind Black Knight. I'd rather play Black Knight over Fighters.
Your Black Knight propaganda, like.
Okay, now come on. We
Sega Superstars
Black
Tennis
Knight.
is Sonic. Sega Superstars Tennis is literally above Black Knight.
We put 3 and Knuckles below colors. No one's gonna get mad at us for putting putting Black Knight up a few pegs.
Yeah, maybe we've been too mean.
Oh my god. I got Boom Rise of Lyric at the same time as Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. Do you know much about that game?
I know bits and pieces of how they had to resell it and
but it's a phenomenal game. I love it. My kid self, I want to go back and beat him up a bit because I remember.
I want Sonic Boom.
No, I distinctly remember saying as I was playing Sonic Boom to myself, I said, I prefer this to Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze.
What?
I don't know why. There was a part of me that really liked Boom Rise of Lyric when I first played it. I'm not sure
the whole way. Did you beat the whole thing?
Oh, I beat the whole thing several times. Yeah, I was strange. As you saw when I streamed it,
that was me, but with 06 though.
Yeah,
so I can't get mad.
I don't hold these opinions anymore. But when I first played it, I was like, okay, it's glitchy, but it's not as that bad. But yeah, the combat is now that opinion is an old part of me that I cringe thinking upon now. The combat is atrocious. It's laggy, glitchy. There's no redeeming qualities. I
actually think Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric is the worst Sonic
portion because
really Heroes should be. If
online.
it was up to me, Heroes would be above Sonic 1. But I understand Heroes being in mid, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I want to hear your case for Chronicles: The Dark Brotherhood because I know you actually played that.
Wait, you didn't play it, did you?
No, I didn't like RPGs.
I played it as a kid, and then I think I played it as an adult. And those takes, not an adult, but as in when you're at that point where you're like, I'm going to replay this game I played as a kid and see how much I like it. First time I played it as a kid was a slog. Okay, first off, if you love the Sonic characters and them interacting, this game is for you.
Oh yeah, the story, I mean, it looks dumb, but
story isn't even great, but it's just playing the characters, having them interact, having control over what Sonic says, great. Even the gameplay, which is stylus based, I don't even think is that bad.
I mean, we know you're the biggest fan of Fruit Ninja type games, so I'm sure.
No, go away. But it's there are good traits of this game, but navigate. Look, I'm usually pro hub world. The hub worlds of this game are so boring. And
they have such good music as well, don't they?
And the music is so bad. This track is literally, whenever I think of this game, this is the track that comes to mind. Yeah. Because this is the main central hub of the first section of the game. I'm not gonna lie, I think someone's remaking Chronicles. There's a team doing it. If this game was done right, I would love it. I see the potential in this game. And I'm so upset that they gave up on the prospect of a Sonic RPG because, like, there were some really cool ideas to this. Yeah. Bro, what's Heroes doing so low?
No, I keep Heroes down there.
Yeah, and I'm looking at this list, man. Like, this is nasty. Like, what did you do to this thing?
This is like a weird amalgamation of our takes, and it's just become something that most Sonic fans, I think, would hate us for.
Disagree with. This is nasty. It's better because it's cool. Because it's cooler. 06 plays itself way cooler than whatever.
I think, okay, the problem with 06, it's a cooler game. I think it takes itself too seriously is the problem. Like, some of those cutscenes were stiltedly cool, if you know what I mean. Like, there was no... It felt like a bit of Sonic spirit was gone because they were too focused on making it too serious. Do you really think Lost World is boring?
Yeah. Like, okay, I was memeing a bit, but yeah, like, that's my biggest thing with Lost World. Like, it's just boring. Like, even colors, I load it up and I'm like, okay, at least you have the egg pawns dancing and there's some personality to this world. Lost World, what actually is, like, compelling me to keep playing this game?
Wait, so, for context then, you're talking a lot of shit about Lost World. You still prefer it to Knuckles? Oh my god, nah, I keep talking about 06 versus Lost World. Anyway.
No. I'm thinking. I think I lean to Lost World. I'll give it that. Yeah, because I'm like, One Knuckles after Mushroom Hill. What am I really doing?
Yeah, Acropolis in Free Knuckles really brings out the worst in anyone. I can get good at every classic Sonic stage, but Sandopolis I'm always terrible at.
That's funny.
I feel like it's there.
that is really the longest part.
Yeah.
So you don't have any changes to make?
I think I've argued my cases to the best of my ability, so I think I'm good.
Oh man, I had a lot.
This is not neither of our definitive lists.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't preference that. This is nobody's. If I might make my own separate.
Wins with this list.
Yeah, no one's winning. Or don't. I don't know. It's been real. Hope you guys had fun. I had fun. I like to unwind sometimes, and this is helpful. Thank you for Juan for being there. Thank you to Sonic Colors for providing all the.
It's my rock. It's my stability.
Yeah,
my block,
it's my rock, my block, my foundation.